2 years ago, I would have made fun of that. Fuck Planet Fitness, terrible gym. That's where all the people go that don't want to take it serious. No, but my tune has changed. Maybe all of ours has, where it's like, yo, good for that.
Right.
I think it's cool to see fitness in the general population go into a direction where it's normalized to go to a gym like Planet Fitness.
People are
good.
getting it.
I think it's fucking sick.
It feels different. People are actually like working out and not like dicking around.
Yeah.
And a girl comes up. She goes, "Nice set." I was like, "Thanks." She goes, "You're attractive."
Wow. That's that easy.
Just your protege behind you.
In the same outfit.
The same outfit.
Hoodie up, jersey
Just
on.
like
no.
shit stained
Fresh-
underwear.
You can spend the whole day with us. Yeah.
I feel bad.
Shit.
Okay, so what we were talking about is something that I don't want to out my source, so I'll just say a female that's close to the friend group. What she talked about was a sign of like women who are looking for like a possible dating partner in the gym is working out with your hair down consistently.
Yup.
Versus hair up, because the practicality of just having your hair up and out of the way while you're doing a full workout, rather than down and looking nice and flowy and blah blah blah.
Well, I've seen like
So
people
I don't know,
train hard,
girl,
and it's
female-
like, how do you get like the hair's gonna get in your
Right.
face?
So female audience, I don't like write in if that's false.
We could use some feedback.
We had a female source.
We were
on
just
it,
very
and we
curious.
also started seeing patterns, because then we were like kind of be aware of it and conscious of it, and then you start to see the single ones, and then you see the ones with their boyfriends and their hair's up in a ponytail out of the way.
Every girl that I see at the gym that we know that trains their fucking ass off has their hair up, and they're not wearing a shit ton of makeup. It's their hair up, or the hair's up and they have a hat on, because they're keeping their hair out of their face.
But
Right.
could you argue from a female's perspective, some people might just want to like dress like because they don't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
dress a little more like
you can
presentable.
dress however
Because
you
you
want.
don't
But
go
that's
anywhere.
But that's still like the single sign. Like, I mean, the relationship ones don't care. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm also saying, even the girls that
Some might.
that are single, like clients that I know,
Like
at the
sticking
gym,
to
have
your
their hair
back.
up and they're training hard as shit.
Because if you're sweating, that hair's sticking to your back.
We'll have to
It's
get some
gonna be
feedback.
getting
We'll have
stuck
to-
on your side.
we could
like-
put up a poll.
Yeah.
But also, what's another question? Do you think, okay, so
Yeah,
there's
just-
always
I'm
that bullshit online on YouTube
Curious, right?
of like guys going up to interview girls in the gym. Hey, how should a guy come up to you in the gym? I hate that type of
I
content.
don't
Yeah.
think.
I think that's stupid shit. But like, there's always that talk. How should a guy approach a girl?
What do you think?
Like,
one at a time. Hold on.
Sorry.
when we're training, I'm not thinking about girls. I'm thinking about rally.
Right.
But like,
I'm not-
even when I was single, when I'm training, I don't want to think about engaging in a conversation, even if a female comes up to me. You know what I'm saying?
Here,
I don't-
okay, so like here's the thing. Me and Lance are both single.
Correct.
So like
That's why I'm asking,
Where is your thought with it? Because for me,
Like, if a girl
I'm,
approached me?
I'm going to the gym
When
to
you're in the
train.
gym,
but
train.
like if someone like wants to have conversation, I'm not going to be like, no, like I'm not going to talk to you.
Okay,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But like my focus is making progress and doing what I need to do at the gym. My focus isn't looking for a significant other.
No, I mean like
I can agree with that.
I
If
would
it attracts the right person.
But like
yeah.
I said, there are girls that go to the gym that we talk to. So it's like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to talk to you right now.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes,
no.
I agree. I agree.
Work out and not
Eat it.
fuck off.
I feel like if like the opportunity presented itself when you're all finished with your workout and they're all finished with their workout and
Yeah.
then you just kind of like run into them at the end.
That's why Fuad said it best. Cardio.
Yes, that's a good point.
If you want to
Like
make
one-
it quick, that's how I would do it.
Right.
I have done it I did that one time in college where I actually like approached a girl at a gym, but I made it as like quick and subtle.
You have to pick
as
the right time.
I literally
You have to
walked
pick
up
the
and
right
I was
time
like,
if you do
"Hey,
it.
wanted to introduce myself. My name's Lance. I don't want to bug your workout."
After your
I was
workout,
like, yeah.
after workout, you should. That's the best time to do it.
If you're going
do
to,
it.
I mean, like again, if the opportunity presents
Right,
itself,
if it's
and
there.
if you're dying to fucking ask a girl and
This-
you're scared a window of opportunity,
Yeah.
but like,
Oh, yeah.
I
Take
would
it.
say
Take
do it
it.
as quick and as like obviously
Yeah.
like threatening as possible. Like, for love of God, don't do it when they're in the middle of a set.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Like if you were to
no,
walk
no.
up, introduce yourself, say if you ever want to get together, I'd love to take you out sometime. But I'll be over there if you want to swap numbers or something. Other than that, have a great workout, and I
Right.
would fucking
Yep.
bail.
I think if I'm training, like I'm putting myself into my single shoes right now. If I'm training, girl comes up to me,
That's
talking
different too,
friendly,
though.
whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What the?
oh, it just came unscrewed. Okay, I'm gonna keep
Because
talking.
you're always talking. You're always
He goes,
playing with
"Yo,
it.
I'm never grabbing it."
the hell?
Literally unscrewed it. All right, tell your story.
Anyway, but it's like if a girl is gonna come up and talk to me, I'm gonna like there's a huge difference between like, obviously we know this, but like being respectful and, you know, be like, instead of like, hey, don't talk to me right now, or just giving bad energy that you don't want to talk. Like,
I get bad energy.
I'll 100% I'll 100% like talk to somebody if I'm in that position. But like when I don't want to drag that conversation on. If I'm single, I'd maybe make, and this goes to guys listening, make some sweet comments, nice comments, flirt a little bit, get back to your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think the girl is going to look at that and be like,
Yeah, if you're not
oh
weird
shit,
about
this is
it.
gonna take a little bit more work for me.
But also,
you know what I'm saying?
if you don't look desperate because you're like, okay, I got a quick conversation, but I'm gonna go hit my set.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
You can't
cut it
be
short.
hovering by
They're
her
like,
the
okay, that was
entire
casual.
time.
Yeah.
That's gonna like scare.
Like, yo, flirt for a little bit, get back to your shit, because
Yep.
the girls girls listening, you guys can, you know, tell us we're wrong too, because
Yeah.
we're obviously
Feedback.
give us some feedback. But like, I think they'd be like, oh man, okay, like I gotta try harder to give this guy get his attention.
I have a story of one. In college, when I was single, it was my junior year, and I started actually putting some weight on. I found Jack 3D and some creatine and some just like supplements that were working well. So I went from like 160 to like 195 and pretty lean still.
Nice.
And I was in the gym one day and I hit shoulder press, barbell, racked it, and a girl comes up. She goes, "Nice set." I was like, "Thanks." She goes, "You're
Nice
attractive."
rack.
She goes, "You're attractive." She's like, "My name is dot dot dot," and then she was like, "Add me on Instagram."
it's that easy.
And I was like, "Wow." I was like, "That's a woman that knows what she wants." But turns out she was like 25, still going to college. And like,
How old are you?
I was like 19, 20.
Oh.
She was like a super senior. So
Super senior.
She wanted to prey on the innocent.
yeah, she was
Yeah,
praying on an
yeah.
innocent boy, and I was like, "No."
She's looking for the
But,
young one.
but I was like, it's probably because she had the maturity aspect.
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't care. She was like, I know what I want. So
Yeah.
I was like,
And she probably
ballsy.
thought you were,
She
like,
came up,
that
said
young,
it
so
like
she
that quick,
probably
add me
didn't
on
care.
Instagram, and then walked away. And I was like,
Yep.
Bad bitch energy.
damn.
Would you think this is us speculating because we're obviously dudes. Do you think girls that go to the gym that we were just talking about that have hair down, dolled up in a bunch of makeup,
Yeah.
do you think one of the reasons they do that when they go to the gym is because they expect guys to notice them and then come up to them? Like, do you think that they want
Or
the
at least
attention of
notice.
guys?
No,
Yeah.
just notice.
Notice.
Just
Yeah,
notice.
just
Yeah.
notice. I don't think they expect anything, but like
Yeah,
just
I can
leaving
agree.
like the like look at me type thing.
I look nice.
Yeah,
I look
yeah,
nice
yeah.
today.
Wanna know what's funny though? Like, knowing that some of the dudes out there, they're gonna see an attractive girl and like they're gonna take her being all looking good. They're gonna find that extremely what's the word? Not frightening, but like
Intimidating?
intimidating.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna go up to a hot chick.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
guys will not go up to a dime
Scary.
No.
and start a conversation. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
They're just like, it's not that
I like
scary. Yeah, they're like, it's not that scary from our perspective. We're like, oh my God.
Yeah. No, that's
Especially if
crazy.
you have pre-workout in you too.
They just
Right.
turn
Dude,
around
that-
and
And you're high.
motion.
Oh my
Right.
god, it's like fucking on a roller.
Bro, when I'm
coaster.
high, it's easy as starting conversations.
I'm
Yeah, I
so
will say that.
I
think
will
it's-
babble about
Anything
whatever
if I'm
I
baked.
want to babble
I
about.
honestly
Sometimes
feel
I'm
like
too
sometimes
high
when
to
I'm high and I'm
babble.
around people that aren't like our close friend group, but that can probably get a read that I'm high, I think it's even more funny.
I
Yeah.
can get a read when you're high all day.
Oh yeah, I can get a read when all of us
All
are high.
day.
It's
I
so-
go over to
it's
Devo
so
the other day in the
funny.
gym. I'm talking to him, and I'm like 10 seconds into what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, your eyes are fucked. He looks in the mirror, and he's like, oh my, bro.
It's because I did
Devo-
smelling salts, though. I did smelling salts, so I was
Those have
high
been-
and did.
Oh,
smelling
that's
salts.
right. That's right.
So
Those are
like
the
my
best.
eyes get so
I
blood.
miss those.
Like when I'm high.
dude, you had a nice little hack squat set this week, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll talk.
Smelling
big
salts.
PR.
We'll talk
Smelling
about
salts.
some highs and lows
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Well, let's get into it.
Run it.
Welcome back to the D2 podcast. Around the table, we got Zach Blotchick, Nick Justice, Lance Hefner, myself, Zach Devo, and Luke behind the camera. Use code D2 with Bashmouth. Get yourself some energy gum. It's the fucking best.
Chewing on it now.
Chewing on it now.
Yes, making origami.
And then use code D2 with the Flavor Gang. Go get yourself some good sauces and some good cream of rice.
I ordered a chunk. This
Ordered a chunk, both of us.
Yeah.
Don't
We were
forget,
like,
guys,
fuck
they got
it.
seasonings and coffee.
Their
Oh, dude, their
seasonings.
coffee's good.
They
So
got
if you
some
wanna get some of
sweets.
that, too.
They got like
Fire
those mini
society.
donuts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted
peanut butter.
to. Yeah, right.
Was
And
that
then I
peanut
wanted to
butter?
shout out Hostile real quick. Fuad's been a huge help. He's been helping me out with some podcast questions.
We're all rocking it.
Paul's going to be helping Lance out with some coaching things. So not only are they kind of like our like mentors, we look up to them, but also they help us out on the side with
Fuad's
things.
my dad.
Obviously, Fuad works
He is your
really
dad.
close with Nick, but he also helps out the rest of us, and so does Paul. So shout out to those guys.
And before we get into it, shout out Luke. You guys, Luke's a producer once again.
Yep.
Follow his podcast, Campfire Council.
Campfire Council podcast.
Luke, we're giving you permission.
here.
Link it in the description.
All right, sounds good. Thank
But
you.
yo, follow him, guys. He's the best. Remember, goal 2025 is to get this motherfucker out of his day job, full-time media
You can
producer.
spend the whole day with us.
Yeah, friends.
Yeah, buddy.
He's like, shit.
What an intro.
He's like,
Good
no,
job.
1.5 hours a week is enough.
2025, great intro.
That was a good intro.
That was a good ass start.
Good start to the year.
Welcome to 2025 with the D2 podcast.
Dude, this is the first 2025.
First one of
That's
2025. We started this in 2023.
Yeah.
How's everyone's
And
year
we-
going?
That's
Terrific
wild.
start.
Yeah.
Terrific start.
I have it's very different. Very different momentum.
I would say
Very calm.
it doesn't feel like a whole lot changed, but momentum at the end of the year was pretty good. So I would say
Yeah.
it's
It's
good.
carrying over.
Yeah, it's the good is starting to feel like
Yeah.
the medium
The
now,
norm.
like is what's supposed to be, and now I want to keep elevating.
Yeah.
somehow.
I do have a
very
good
nice.
topic to talk
Yeah.
about since we're on this like
Okay.
new year.
Well, bring it up, my man.
situation.
What you
So
got?
I think because like I was just working the other day and I was just thinking like since it's the new year, January is when like a lot of people start to fall off of their New Year's resolutions towards like that end of January, start of February. Like it's pretty often that not
Isn't
a
it
lot
like
of people,
6 weeks?
Yeah,
Is
it's
the
like
average?
6 to 8 weeks ish. And honestly, I do think a lot of that is people just set way too high expectations right out
Ooh.
the gate. I feel like people, if they aren't perfect within like the first like 1 to 2 weeks of like their New Year's resolutions,
Tweak.
they're just off of it.
Or
Or even the first few days.
Or if
Yeah.
they hold perfect for that 6 weeks and break on
And
that
then
like
break
7th
it,
week,
they don't
they fall
hold
completely.
It. Yeah, like they already hit that mark of like, all right, I was consistent for a full month. Now I'm gonna like give myself some leeway, and then boom, it's gone again. So it's like,
yeah, dude, 100%.
I think
I
people,
feel like it's also a coping, Mac.
Realistic goals.
yeah, set realistic goals. Be patient with yourself. Like one of my goals this year is to really be patient with myself. I think I have a habit to rush myself, and I really like
Burn
kick
bright.
myself like in the dick for doing it. So I'm gonna really like focus on like being patient and just really like setting realistic goals and trusting the process that things are gonna work out. And I think a lot of people really need to like do the same with that to be successful.
I totally
from
agree
start
with
to
that.
finish of the year.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
think
a very
people-
sustainable way to do it.
But we're going off that patience thing, Zach. Do you think people may go into this a little bit more? Because I think this is my personal experience. I think people sometimes confuse patience sometimes with not taking aggressive action to even to what their goals are.
There should be a
So
balance
go
of
into
taking.
that.
There should be a balance of taking, obviously, like the steps you need to take to get to where you want to be, but also to like, not every day is going to be perfect, right? So like, continue to have that aggressive.
That's exactly what Lance talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, have that aggressive like instinct to like keep chasing shit, but like if things aren't going well for like maybe a couple weeks or like, you know, on a spell, like don't, you know, let off that gas. Like still have that aggressive like attitude, but just be patient with the process too. Like don't like beat yourself up over it and just continue to stay in that aggressive state.
Yeah.
And just like
That's-
keep kicking yourself down. Like you gotta like also be your biggest supporter during the process too.
That's that mindset of like 2s or 3s out of 10 are still better than 0s. You know,
Right.
like you're still working towards the goal, right?
This
I wanna,
game- yeah.
I want to add to that too. As like someone like we talk about it once in a while. Like I think, like just we talk about carrying the momentum into the new year, right? And I think a huge thing, like for me personally, my like anxiousness has been down so much. But a big reason for that being, and I don't know if this relates to everyone, but this is me personally. A lot of my anxiety comes from going to bed feeling unfulfilled because deep down in my true core and gut, I know I'm not doing everything
100%.
that I need to be doing amongst my power to feel good. And I think a lot of people need to understand that. Like, I think that's why I think I admire you so much on certain things, because you always seem so calm. But then like we talk about like what you do and like the standard you have for like your work and your diet and shit, and just even like Nick too, like and Zach as well. Like you don't feel that because you know you're doing what you need to be doing. Like
Yeah.
like if you were raised like and have somewhat form of a decent education and a privilege in this country, like the reason I think a lot of people have that anxiousness is because it's like it's an unfulfillment feeling.
Yeah.
So it's like understand that in 2 weeks of waking up and doing the things that you need to do, that's not just going to switch.
Yep.
That's that. Like, it's not going to happen in 2 weeks, guys. It's not going to happen even in 3 months, maybe. Like, these are things that, like, you have to do day in and day out. And the only way you're going to feel better about yourself moving forward, and you'll carry that momentum, is executing on what you deep down at your core know you need to be doing.
Taking what he said, progressive action.
Like, yeah, like you have to know you're doing the work. Like, when people are like, oh, well, you know, I feel discouraged because it's just not happening.
There's going to be discouragement.
Like,
you're going to have to fucking look it in
you-
the face and be like, yo, you still got to do it.
Well, that, and it's like, did you actually do
inevitable.
what you're supposed to be doing? Because, like, we see it as coaches every single week. There are motherfuckers who look different every 7 to 14 days. And there are motherfuckers who don't.
Yeah.
And I hate to be that asshole, but, like, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. We know it as coaches. Either you're doing the work or you're not doing the work. Like, take that accountability. Like, I hate the whole...
Also, too, I do want to touch on that. Also, like, if you are still doing the work and you aren't, like, progressing as fast as this one person is within a 7-day span, don't get discouraged with that either.
No, you're
Some people
totally
are just different, and you just got to, like, suck it up, keep doing it, and maybe in the next 21, 28 days, you're going to look way different than you looked, you know, when you started. You just got to really be patient with yourself and still, like, have that aggressiveness to, like, keep chasing shit.
Plus, with that, dude, it's like if you know that, like, someone has an advantage over you, like, in any way, shape, and form, that is not another coping mechanism or excuse to just fucking throw the flag in. Like, if you know someone's got an advantage over you and someone's got this and this, okay, well, then learn more shit. Study up on your game. Like, there's no excuse to kind of, like, not get where
or
you
that
wanna
person
go
might
with
have
that.
started like maybe 5 years before you did,
yeah.
or there's just, you know, like, there's so many factors that can go into it. That's why I think things like social media can really, like, taint someone's, like, you know, aggressive, like, action towards it, because they're like, damn, like, I have all this ambition, but it's like, fuck, it's so discouraging because this person's like
People need to stop
10 years from me or 5 years from me.
People need to
social
stop
media thing's
focusing
huge.
on other people.
Yeah. Oh my God! I just
the
wrote
worst
a
thing.
That's all you
newsletter
guys are
about
talking
that.
about.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
all you're talking about is
Yeah.
just all
But-
these people second guessing.
but it's
because
huge.
of other people's goals.
It's
Right.
huge.
If you know
This
your
is-
goal, then don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Take
When I
every
used-
day as a win or a loss. and
When I
then
used to
keep
play
going.
high school football, there's this one team that every single year they're really good.
Yeah.
So fucking good at their run game.
Kimberly.
Okay. And then our coach was okay, like every year that's one of the teams that we're trying to step above and beyond for. And because if we know if we can beat them, everybody else, we're going to just walk over them. But in that off season, and or even in our summer camp, we are working on our strengths, focusing on us, but making sure that we are doing whatever it takes to beat the other team that has an advantage of a better run game than us. Same fucking concept to comparing yourself on social media. It's like, yo, you see all these fucking influencers out there, all these cars flying to different areas, all this stuff. And you're focused on them, but you're
fake
not
as fuck,
focused on
too.
your own shit.
Right.
You're never going to get there. We are never going to beat that team that we know we need to beat if we don't focus on the shit we need to strengthen first so that we can walk over them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People, it's like, yo, why are you so focused on the masterpiece that somebody else is creating of themselves, and you haven't even started to put the pencil to paper to start your own masterpiece of your own body? And that just goes to people being reactive instead of being proactive.
Oh yeah.
It also takes away the appreciation of, like, what you can actually do for yourself.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
it's cold.
Yeah, that's a good point, dude.
I asked if you wanted a blanket.
I asked him. I was like, would
I
I look
said
like a
grab a
bitch?
blanket.
Would I look like a bitch if
said-
I had a blanket?
I don't think so
I
at all.
yelled
The
down. I was
answer is
you
in the
guys-
question.
You guys want blankets?
My hands are cold. Like, my pinky's like cold.
I had my
Take more
hands under
growth
my
hormone,
legs.
then you won't feel anything in your hands.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Robin dropping shit left and right. God.
Becomes clumsy.
Well, actually, I've been off GH for a week, and it's 100% back.
Yeah.
Like, my
Is that
fingers
'cause
feel
the water?
fucking nuts. It's the water, it's the inflammation, it's the pump. Bro, my wrists get
Your
pumped to
bones
the
My
mother.
growing.
hands are always getting a pump.
Yeah.
It
Dude,
sucks.
and you're back on the GH.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Bro,
a game.
even with
It's
those generics,
It's a non-negotiable.
it's fucking nuts.
It's a non-negotiable.
I'm
Your
like,
sleep
what?
is terrific
Everything
as well.
goes through the
Everything is
I
so good.
immediately felt like I was back on.
Oh, yeah.
The moment I'll implement like 4 units before bed, I can immediately tell my performance in the gym is like
Yeah.
improving immediately.
Let's talk about bodybuilding. Should we talk about Arnold picks? I forgot
yeah.
that's already 8 weeks away.
Oh, let's run into it, dude.
Yeah,
I always forget that
We
it's
got a
so
list?
close.
I'll bring up the list. You want to make our list?
Yeah.
All right. Let's bring up Arnold.
Samson.
Nick, are you going again?
Are we
Yeah, I'm
doing
going to
classic,
Arnold.
or
Fuck
are we just doing open?
No, let's just.
No, let's just do
Open.
Okay.
I'm going to the Arnold. It's gonna be a fun time. People listening. I know I have a lot of clients listening. I have a shit ton of clients that are going out to the Arnold this year. It's gonna be a great time. Anybody listening, if you're debating on going to the Olympia or the Arnold, they're both fantastic. The Arnold, in my opinion, surpasses the Olympia from the people that are there, the experience you get, the size of the expo, but also the show is not nearly as long because they limit the amount of people for the divisions at the Arnold because it's invite only. So if you guys are debating on going to the Arnold or the Olympia, you're going to save a lot of money by going to the Arnold and have a crazy, crazy good experience at both of them. But in my opinion, the Arnold is better.
All right, so we got Patrick Moore, Justin Rodriguez, Carlos Thomas Jr., John Del Rosa, Sean Clarita, Brandon Curry, William Bonac. Who's the big black guy? What's his name again?
Andrew Jack?
Andrew Jack.
Ooh.
They had his actual African name on here, and I could not remember. Derek Lunsford, Samson,
Oh, wow. What a show.
Akeem, and James.
Holy
shit.
shit. What a
Who wants
fucking
to go
lineup.
first?
My
We're gonna go
God.
5
Samson.
in a row. Hold on.
I got to pull up the
If
list
you're gonna go,
again.
you got to do your whole thing.
Where are you looking, Devo,
Okay.
for the list?
I'm just on Arnold Classic.
Samson, number 2.
Wait, before we make, should we put bets down?
We'll get through it and then we'll do the
Let's
best.
do bets.
Derek Lunsford.
Yep. Next.
What did you say again? Arnold Sports Festival?
Andrew Jack.
Okay.
James.
Okay.
Carlos.
Oh, yeah.
Solid.
I think Carlos actually.
Wait,
might
Samson's doing it, right?
Yeah.
You see it?
Oh, my God. This is like the Olympia.
Say it, you gotta say it.
This is like a mini Olympia.
Lance is doing Samson.
Samson.
That's tough. Derek is tough.
Damn,
not
this
to
is
put
kind of
second.
crazy
I
because this
think
could really set up a
I'll
Olympia
be honest.
run.
I think I'm gonna go Derek, but I really feel like Andrew Jack got fucked at. The
I think
Olympia.
Carlos Thomas Jr. might fucking make a run for like top 3.
Bro,
I
I'll
think
get
he's
into
too
that.
weak in the back.
I'll get into that.
Carlos Thomas Jr.?
Yeah.
That's
He's
hot
huge.
take.
Did you see how big he is?
He's huge. He's huge. But Andrew Jack, you have him beating?
No. I have him in 5th.
Oh, okay.
I put him in 5th.
I thought you said top 3.
No, I have Samson, Derek, Andrew, James.
Are we just doing top 5?
Yeah. Do you want to do 10? That's tough.
No, that's fine.
Top
I
5.
would not remember that.
Who are you picking? So Lance has Jacked in 3rd, 4th, James. Oh, you went same lineup as me, except for you went Bonac
At 5, yeah.
at
Damn,
5.
you think Bonac still has it in him?
Dude, he
No.
shows up.
He does
He
show up.
shows
He does show
up super
Isn't it,
conditioned.
Nick?
He's one of the most consistent hard physiques.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. He's always like
All right,
top
I'm
8.
going Samson in first.
Yep.
Bro.
Derek.
You know what I'm? Oh, okay.
You're going to have an
hold on,
upset
hold on.
here with Derek,
Hold
aren't
on.
you?
Andrew Jack, I
No.
thought it too.
I thought about Andrew Jack, but you got to think about it. Andrew's a huge thing for Andrew is his posing and how he never hits his mandatories the way he should.
Yeah.
Like, I think he can present his physique
That's why I
much
put Derek.
better. So I'm gonna do Samson, Derek.
I would love if they finally push Derek
Third.
out with Andrew, but
Third, I'm gonna do Curry,
That's
and I'm saying that because
hell
he's
no.
with Justin Harris now.
he's
And Justin Harris,
Brandon
Curry's
huge.
been with the same
He's
coach
huge.
for years and years and years, and they do the same thing over and over. They fill up too much, lose his lines. Justin Harris is a really good coach for these high level, big open guys, and I think that Curry could make a swing at it. But remember, this is only our
You got
8 weeks
Curry
out
in
prediction.
third.
Yeah,
Bro, we got 3
I have
Mr.
Curry in
Olympias
third.
in this show.
I've got Andrew Jack in
crazy.
4th.
Okay.
I've got Bonac in 5th.
Nice.
Yeah, and the reason I don't have
James.
James or Carlos in 5th is because one, James I think is weaker from the back
He
than
is.
Carlos is.
Yeah.
And Carlos, even though I'm Carlos's friend, I cannot be biased. Like Carlos, guys, is one of the nicest fucking dudes ever.
No one said Sean.
And no, not Sean,
Hell,
but
he's gonna
Carlos.
get
Just
crushed.
people listening to this, just because you're friends with somebody or you like somebody's physique, you know, like I see it all the time. People make their picks, or even at fucking local shows, and be like, "Yo, put it on their story. Shout out to this guy. You're gonna go kill it. You're gonna get first place, and they get last."
Yeah.
And you think that they're gonna get first just because they're your friend, bro. Carlos Thomas Jr. needs condition. That's what he's missing.
Block
Big
check?
time.
All right. I got mine.
Okay.
So everyone picked Samson to win.
Bro, are you gonna pick Derek? I'm gonna punch you.
But I want to be the
could.
guy.
I mean, he
I want to be
Derek
the one that.
isn't bad,
could
bro.
take
If
it
Derek
back,
fills
yeah.
those
Bro,
legs up, yeah.
Steve
Derek
Weinberger said on the Foo Heads podcast that Samson this year shut the fucking door. From Steve Weinberger's mouth.
At the Olympia, but not the Arnold.
What do you want, Derek?
All right, say it.
I'm putting Derek at first.
my
You're gonna get a
motherfucker.
broken jaw here soon.
Nice.
I gotta be double advocate. I'm sorry. Because you never know. He's just coming off of that. Like, he was going to
that's
be 2-time Olympia, but he lost it, so he's probably pissed.
Devil's what?
Devil's advocate.
He didn't say that.
What did I say? I said
You
devil's
said something
advocate.
funny though. It was like, yeah.
I tried.
Something
Three?
pelican.
Three.
All right. Fuck. Let's
So you did.
Eric Sampson.
I want to say I'm stuck between Brandon and Andrew Jack.
Pick
I
one.
might go Andrew Jack third, Brandon fourth, and I'm gonna go Sean fifth. Fuck it.
Terrible.
You're an
idea.
idiot.
You know
Bro.
what? He beat
you-
Andrew Jack.
bro,
He
you
beat Andrew
ride-
Jack at one point.
You
Remember
ride
that?
the dick of Nick Walker and Sean Clarita, bro.
Actually,
Shut up.
You're just constantly.
What's the play? I'll place a bet on that.
let's talk about-
I bet you Sean plays top 5.
Hell no.
No, not even close.
Bro, shut up.
Let me pull up some pictures right now.
Bro,
Let me
this
show you
classic
motherfuckers.
lineup is gnarly. We got We got Mike.
Grego might win.
We got Mike Sommerfeld, Wesley Vissers, Logan Franklin, Grego,
Fucking guy.
DeBoule,
Sean doesn't post any pictures.
that guy that Brazilian dude, right there, the one that looks like Chris.
He's young. He's like 22.
Yeah,
I
it's
know who-
crazy.
Yeah, he's pretty nuts.
Nuts, dude.
That Asian dude is crazy.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Arnold Classic's gonna be sick.
You guys aren't afraid of that?
No.
Dog,
He's
no.
5 foot-
This is
he's
what I
5'1".
You're a dick.
Bro, he's 5. Oh my God.
Bro, this is Zach. Hey, what did Grego place at the Olympia? 10th?
Eighth.
8th. Bro, Zach's like,
crazy.
I know.
yeah, Grego might win right off the bat when he's going up against the guy who
Mike
took second to
Summerfield.
CBUB.
Wait, who's he going against
Mike's
right now?
gonna win.
I'll read it
Mike?
off again. It's a great line.
Bro,
That
what is
Brazilian dude
Do you want to know what an upset would be? Is if
Logan
Wesley
Franklin.
won. That would be a huge upset.
It's not happening.
I know, but I'm just
Never.
saying.
I don't think
That's crazy. It's just not gonna win.
Wesley's ever gonna have a shot.
Fifth place?
No, bro.
8th.
Imagine that standing
10th.
next to Andrew Jack.
That's
Carlos
crazy.
Thomas
Yeah, he beat
Jr.
him.
Is like
Is
330
he?
pounds.
No, like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I remember watching
And
at
he's
your
short.
apartment.
Oh, that's right. I remember that,
When
bro.
he did his open debut at the
Yes,
Legion Sports
yes.
Festival
It'll be Mike.
in 2022, I think.
Then it's gonna be.
Mike Sommerfeld, because there's Michael
Grego.
DeBoer there.
Michael definitely won.
I'm gonna go the Brazilian 22-year-old in second.
No,
Is that Alanis or is that Javorsky?
no.
Zaccani
Logan
or whatever
Logan
his
beat
name
him.
You think Grego will place top 5?
I don't think Logan beat him.
I think he did.
I don't think he will.
Is Logan
did
doing it
beat him
too?
at the
Yeah.
Olympia.
Did-
Logan
I thought-
placed as high as third at the Olympia or at the Arnold at one point. So shit.
Bro,
I
but
don't-
he's so inconsistent.
I've got the Brazilian in
I
second.
want to show you that
I
G
hate
move.
it.
I don't get it. He's got
like-
such a good physique.
His
crazy.
posterior is very weak from the lower
Yeah,
half.
yeah.
Which kind of hurts. But his back and biceps and arms and chest, wild.
Hey, okay, hot take. I think Ali Bilal is going to beat Aaron Banks for men's physique.
We should have a hot take corner.
I think it's going to happen.
I think Ebanks is, I agree.
Ali
with that.
Bilal's gonna beat Ebanks.
Yeah, I think so too. His abs are like the hardest thing
Oh,
I've
Ali
ever
got
seen.
fucking third this year. Or no, second at the Olympia. Ebanks got third.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's right. He's starting to go down a little bit.
Was it third or fourth?
Holy
Fuck.
shit!
Who are you looking at?
Ebanks and Ali Bilal.
That Jihu Zhang.
This guy got second.
Look at that. That's gnarly.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
so
he's gonna be a Mr. Olympia for a couple years pretty
Oh
soon.
my god,
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
I'm surprised Terry beat him.
it's not big enough though.
Really?
This is a couple years ago.
Didn't,
think-
didn't Terry win?
Yeah, Terry won.
Yeah.
Ryan Terry's won 2 in a row.
Yeah, but do you think Ali Bilal is going to beat Ebanks?
I think.
That.
I think.
What's that?
Do you think Ali Bilal can beat Ebanks?
So. I
Can,
think
can
so.
he beat him? He can beat him. I don't think he will.
At Arnold?
I think he will.
No.
Because he beat
We just gotta
Ebanks
look
this
at the
year at
back.
the Olympia.
I think
I've-
he beats him from the front for sure.
I think if Ebanks brings a harder package, it's pretty tough.
You guys are
to
talking
beat
about
him.
men's physique over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fags.
Tough. Tough look.
I was just
Look
doing.
at this dude.
You guys are showing themselves feeling
Men's physique is
talk.
fucking crazy.
Bro, I wish I had Asian legs.
If I could have any
Oh.
genetic,
Something
if I could
different.
have my head but genetic below, I'd probably go Asian.
100%.
They have the best classic physique looks.
Yeah.
they're
It's
crazy.
cool. It's so structurally well.
This is the guy.
so
This is
round.
the guy competing at the Arnold though, the Asian dude. He's coming to the
Yeah, he
auto.
looks
It's
nuts.
fucking
I love his
nuts.
front lat.
His legs are wild.
His physique reminds me of Neil Curry.
Yeah.
Neil
Oh,
Curry.
yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dude.
He was a dog.
One of the
I
my
wish
coolest physiques
we would have
ever.
seen that open.
Yeah, I
physique.
know.
Could have been wild.
That waist was not going anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
And
Bro.
he was putting on so much weight.
Crazy.
Wasn't he up to like 270?
Yeah.
And he was
Him and I
still,
would
like,
talk about the
peeled.
shit that he would do in the off season. Dude, he lives that shit.
That's sick.
Like, bro, do you want to know? This is what Ben told me one time. So, I'm gonna compare Neil Curry with another client of Ben's that I will not divulge the name of. And Neil Curry, this is what Neil will do on prep. Neil can't go to sleep because he's hungry, and he can't go to sleep because of he doesn't feel exhausted. Bro, Neil would get up, do 2 fucking hours of cardio, go on a walk, pose for 30 minutes, go back to bed.
That's
this other
crazy.
athlete would get up, look at the fucking food cabinet, and snack on all this little shit,
Oh my
and
god.
then go back to bed. Yeah, I'm like that right there. Neil Curry that's where machine mentality came from. Ben would tell him. Ben told me this. He would tell
He
Neil,
would do 2 workouts
Neil,
a day.
don't fucking do 2 hours of cardio. Don't go pose for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna stress yourself out. But Neil would do that and look better
Yeah.
because he would his body needed that stress.
He said that Ben would always yell at him because he was like, I could not work out 2 times a day.
Yes.
He would
Yes.
do cardio, lift, and then do cardio and lift at night too.
Yes,
And
That's
like
crazy.
2 full lifts and 2 full cardio sessions. And Ben was like, stop.
bro. I have a crazy fucking story to tell you later.
Enough. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
But anyways, so that's the Arnold predictions.
It's gonna be a good time.
That's a crazy
That'll be a good
lineup,
time.
though.
That
That's
is a-
like
Do you
a
have some Q&As?
huge Olympia lineup.
Sure
right
do,
there.
man. We got some Q&As.
What did we talk about upstairs though? We talked about something that I still remember it for downstairs.
Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness. Yes, go.
2025. So Planet Fitness, we always hate on them.
Stepping their game
were
up. We
talking
gave them some
about
respect.
the cool thing about the 2025 New Year's parade, or no, New Year's fireworks and ball drop and all that stuff.
Planet
it was
Fitness.
completely sponsored by Planet Fitness. It was the Planet Fitness New Year's party.
Mind you, when
And
we
that
saw
is-
this, we were 12, 13 joints in, so we could have made fun of it. We were high as fuck.
We couldn't even make fun of it. We were
No.
just like locked in on it.
Yeah.
Pumped about it,
Yeah,
actually.
because it's kind of pumped. Because it like that's the first time ever. It's not like sponsored by Bud Light or sponsored by
Doritos,
like
yeah.
whatever,
Healthy.
Doritos.
It's actually
it was
fitness.
or Pop Tarts.
Yeah.
You know, that's the
Yeah.
big famous one right now. Is like sponsored by Pop Tarts. And it's like
Fucking
no, it was
ridiculous.
sponsored by Planet Fitness, which is sick. Because it's like New Year's, everybody's starting to buy in, and they say how popular the fitness industry is right now. It's so much fucking money, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like a couple $100 billion.
Shit.
First time ever this
Wow.
last year.
Yep.
It's the highest the
High,
fitness
and it's the
industry.
fastest growing
growing
industry too.
Yeah, ever.
I'll say this. I think
Sick.
I think it's really cool because we all experienced that one night on New Year's Eve where we saw that Planet Fitness, and then the discussion we had after that. What you're talking about, like, what better way of showing, how cool general fitness has became with your friend group that is hardcore bodybuilding, hardcore into coaching, no bullshit approach to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Us. When it's like, yo, I think it's just so cool. Bro, 2 years ago, I would have made fun of that. Fuck Planet Fitness, terrible gym. That's where all the people go that don't want to take it serious. No, but not, my tune has changed, and maybe all of ours has, where it's like, yo, good for that.
Right.
Like, I think it's
No,
cool
it
to
was
see fitness
cool.
in the general population go into a direction where it's normalized to go to a gym like Planet Fitness.
People are
good.
getting it. Yeah.
I think it's fucking sick.
Wake up.
I'm
That's
seeing it on a
fucking gym
day-to-day
maturity.
basis right now. I'm seeing more and more people come in here, and
There
it
you
just,
go.
It feels different. People are actually like working out and not like dicking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said you're gonna find some cool people at Crunch because they're just there trying to make it. They're just
Yeah.
trying to stay healthy, and that's
Yeah.
huge.
Some of the people I
Planet
work with are
Fitness
cool.
is like one of the best travel gyms too. I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah,
there's
bro.
one
Yep.
There's
everywhere.
thousands.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Just every city. So I mean, it may not be for bodybuilding style all the time, but like if you need a
Pizza
gym,
You can get the job done
Yeah.
there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the equipment upgrade that they're doing.
Yeah, my
Like,
dad.
I'm seeing like
My
free
dad-
weights now, plates everywhere. Like,
My
good for
dad
them.
strictly works out at Planet Fitness, and he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I just load everything up.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think you said it. They're going up to 100-pound dumbbells. They're getting free weights, and they added in a hack squat to all of them. What
Leg
was
press
it?
too,
The
I think.
converging chest press, plate
Uh-huh,
loaded,
uh-huh.
a leg press, and then like a squat press.
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
sick.
like, damn,
Yeah. People
they
work out.
upgraded. Like that's crazy. That's a full leg and chest day right there that they added in there instead of just like all those pin loaded machines.
Yep.
Get some plate loaded stuff so people can actually move some weight.
Well, when I would go there would be like no like plates. anywhere. Just be all machines.
It was always, you always had to have 2 plates, because I worked there, 2 plates per squat rack, and that's it. And if there was only 3 squat racks, well, then you only
the
have
dumbbells
like
went up to like 60s.
70s.
I'm about to ask ChatGPT, because you brought this up, and this got me curious. How much total revenue did the entire fitness industry, including bodybuilding industry, make in 2024? ChatGPT says searching. In 2024, the global fitness industry, including gyms, fitness studios, blah, 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 generated an estimated $97 billion in revenue.
$97 billion.
This figure highlights a strong recovery and growth trajectory following the disruptions of COVID. The key growth factors, including, memberships, blah, blah. Damn, that's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, it's so much money.
That's a shit ton of money.
People are making money.
Now, that's not even counting.
Look
Now,
at how much.
That's just putting in, I bet, like, corporate gyms. Bro, I guarantee that's not counting the revenue that, like, local,
small business
gyms,
cash
private
gyms and
gyms
shit.
are
Yeah,
making.
yeah.
So I bet
Does
that
count
number is
supplements
definitely
too?
closer.
Does that count like supplement stores too and everything?
No, I just did put fitness industry. This doesn't say anything about
way
supplement
more.
industry.
Yeah, if you bring in supplements, because I was going to say, look at how much prize money they're putting into these because of how big the supplement industry is getting.
Here we
They're
go.
bringing in so much money they can sponsor $500,000.
I said now include the supplement industry with their revenue in that number. Combined revenue was, holy shit. The supplement market alone in 2024 was $385 billion.
Told you that's
Holy fuck!
I thought it was
that was gonna say.
I thought the total was in the $600 billion.
That's crazy.
Not including.
I'm sure there's a
clothing.
lot more. Yeah, clothing too. Like
If you
fucking
include clothing, yeah, I think it was $615 billion.
We're
was the
starting to get
stat
into
I
the
saw.
more like hormone health too. So there's a
Yeah.
lot more like GI maps being pulled, blood work getting done. So like
Way
that
more.
goes into it too. I'm sure
This
it's
is
way.
crazy.
I'm sure it's way.
I wouldn't
past
even
Trillions.
get
100 billion. Yeah.
So
maybe trillions.
so with everything interconnected with all this different sub industries within it, with fitness industry including health clubs, clinics, gyms, personal training, related services, private gyms, that total with the supplement industry is just under $500 billion.
Holy shit!
Add in the fitness clothing.
Fitness.
industry. Sorry,
Oh, dude,
fitness.
that's another one.
Add that in and let's see if we can.
Now
Let's see how high
add
we can get
in
it.
the
Sorry.
fitness clothing
I got it.
industry.
That was quick.
Net.
I had to get on top of that.
Yeah,
job.
you were quick on that.
Proud of
one.
you. I can take it.
I was gonna say,
I'm a
yeah,
man.
that was a
I
good
can take it.
speed.
Oh wait, let's see if you can take this next.
Now adding the fitness clothing industry net revenues to that
I
data.
have another topic.
Adding the fitness clothing industry revenues to the fitness industry interconnected, like what I just said, the fitness apparel industry alone generated $240 billion.
So around.
Holy
$1 trillion.
shit.
So around $1 trillion.
That's
Wow.
insane.
And then what's the combined?
The combined
Are we also going to talk about
is
maybe coaches as well?
$612 billion
I knew it. I said 615.
globally.
That's insane.
Wow.
That's
I
really
did.
nice to
I was like,
hear.
I think it was 615 or something like that. 612.
That's wild.
fuck.
Damn. Okay.
crazy.
What about if
It's only
we
gonna get
added
better,
gym
too.
equipment industry?
Gym equipment.
That's probably included in that.
No.
New topic.
Okay.
Devo and I were having
Lance
a
is getting bored.
conversation.
ADHD's kicking in.
Devo and I
We're
were.
just pressing out numbers for like 20 minutes.
That's wild.
Zach has the floor.
Oh yeah.
We were talking, and what did you say? You got a haircut, and what did you call your haircut? Like a hairdresser?
Oh, I said hairdresser.
So do you guys call it like hairdresser or barber?
I'd say barber or stylist.
Barber? Okay.
Barber. Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Well done.
Attaboy. Great thought.
That was gonna roast.
Way to bring it to the table today, man.
What did you think was gonna happen?
He thought I
I
was
thought we
going to
were
get
gonna all
roasted.
make fun. I thought we were gonna all make fun of him for
He
calling
literally
it a
said-
hairdresser.
He literally said, "You'll like this
I
one."
thought he was gonna.
Yeah, I was like, what are you winding up for?
I thought he was gonna be like, "Why you call it a hairdresser?"
That's hilarious, bro.
barber, hairdresser.
Well, fuck.
Sti-
Speaking
I've
of
never
a
heard
barber,
stylist.
dude.
Oh, what's up?
They're getting busy down at Cairo. Dude.
Oh, dude, I know.
It took,
Bro.
dude. I booked last week and I couldn't get
Weeks
Ricky
out.
for like 4 weeks.
Bro, Marty gets me in like that. That dude, I will tip that
I have him
motherfucker.
Wednesday. Yeah,
Bro, he will stay. He'll leave work, I think, around 6 o'clock, and all of his
Usually.
other barbers stay there. Bro, this guy will come back in to cut my hair.
He's a
I'm like,
dog.
this guy's he's a fucking hustler,
Him
dude.
and Ricky are the only ones I will work with now.
Yeah. Oh,
After getting my hair cut by them, I won't go to anyone
Ricky's
else
good,
ever.
too.
Yeah, they're
For sure.
terrific.
Packers play in 10 minutes.
Oh shit, you're right.
Shut up.
Well,
it's fine.
Yeah, we're
down.
fine.
I know.
Well,
we're in the playoffs. We're all
We were
good.
talking pretty heavily
game don't
on, gym, bodybuilding, fitness industry. I don't think we've covered this one yet, but there was a question on the Q&A that I put up last week that I did not answer in my story because I wanted all of us to answer it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but have we talked about fit model division?
No,
I don't think so.
No,
I thought we did.
We
Yeah,
did.
we did. We
Did we?
Did we?
We covered it.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I
What
think you were
episode did we
gone.
cover that?
I think you were
It
gone.
was the first.
No,
the
we
first
didn't
week.
cover it.
Yes, it was the first week it came out.
We definitely covered it.
Yes.
Where
we
was
did.
I? Oh, was I Nationals? No, because that came out after
I think you were up
Nationals.
north.
Yeah, you weren't here.
Oh, I was up north.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
When the news came out, we talked
about
about
it right away.
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
I remember
Oh.
Doug and everybody was swiping up saying can't wait to hear what you guys have to say.
Oh, damn it. Oh,
And
I
was
wish I would have
wait
been
till
there.
Wednesday.
Do you think
Wait.
they're going to extend that to the male divisions at all?
Oh, for
No.
sure.
Ooh,
sure.
Lance, you
Oh,
don't think
I
so?
don't.
Yeah,
Why
I
not?
think so.
I don't
I
think
think
so.
so. I
Why
think
don't
they
you think so,
will.
Lance?
More money, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, more money.
You
but-
could be natty then.
Yep.
I
and
mean,
compete.
more money, but dog, I don't know. I feel like men's physique guys already take heat for some magical reason, even though they're crazy
No, they're-
fucking
I
bodybuilders.
get
I,
it.
don't think you're going to go lower than that. But I mean, you could, because I mean, if you look at Jeremy
If-
Buendia's first Olympia
It's 150
to Ryan
pounds.
Terry now, it's out of this
not even
fucking
close.
world.
Not
Like,
even
I don't
close.
think people understand how big and round the upper body is on some of those men's.
I feel like
physique
that's
guys in
something they
person.
also have to take into consideration. Where is he going to go in 2 to 3 years? Right?
I think Ryan Terry's in a great spot for it. I think if you can
No,
keep that look
Stay
there,
on,
I think
stay
you're
on
fine.
topic. You guys aren't even on the
Yeah,
topic.
that
You're
was
not
what
talking
my-
about. I thought
Oh,
you're
shit,
not.
my
You're
bad.
not talking about the
No,
fitness.
I
We're
don't-
about to debate on
I don't
men's
think so.
physique. Stay
I
on
don't.
topic.
Oh,
I mean, you could, but it's like, bro, I hate to say it, fellas. If you do it, you're gonna get cooked.
They
Why not?
are. They're going to do it.
You're
Why
gonna
not? I
get
think-
cooked.
Think about it. Think
You're
about
gonna
it.
get harassed.
The whole thing of the bikini one is to bring in women who don't have to get on drugs, who can
Yeah.
stay
Yeah.
in
it
shape.
keeps
when-
that femininity of the
But-
sport. Yeah.
But they also want it to be less drugs.
Yes.
That's everybody that swiped up on my story was like, but these girls are taking so much.
I also
drugs
do
now.
think the guys are a lot more
Men's-
okay with taking the drugs.
They are, but I'm saying men's physique though, a lot no natties compete in the IFBB really because they just won't get duped.
Like 0.1%.
but if
Yeah,
you have
it's
if you have a
Keon
class where
Pearson.
some natties can put some shorts on and pose,
I guess you make a great point
you
there.
bring in
you
like
make a great point.
thousands and hundreds of
Because-
thousands. of
Yeah.
athletes.
I think fitness I think bodybuilding exactly, or competing,
Which I don't like, but-
competitive bodybuilding for the male crowd, whether you're a good competitor or not so good of a competitor, I think the IFBB and NPC has noticed that it's extremely, extremely popular, and their numbers for the dudes and shows, if they win or if they don't win, if they place, if they don't place, has exponentially gone up, and I think they're realizing that, and they're like, okay, the women are still trailing behind. It's getting more popular, so I think that's why they made more of an entry to barrier
So you don't
alongside the health stuff.
you don't think they'll do men?
I don't think so.
Oh, I think they will.
I don't think so.
I think
I think
will.
they're going to see how much money comes from.
I mean,
it.
I was
think
just
so?
gonna say, yeah. I guess when you break it
because
down,
they're trying to merge the natural divisions
Yeah.
with the IFBB.
Yeah.
is trying
Just
to
do the OCB though. There's already a natural division.
But you're already
Or,
getting a bunch of
like,
guys that are coming and entering
thing.
these shows that look like the male version of the fit model division. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
Yeah, and they get crushed, and then they stop
But
competing.
they stop competing.
right.
How do
So
you keep
what?
them competing?
Oh, so
And
This
okay,
gives
I know
them
what you
a
mean now.
competitive
No.
opportunity to
And-
stay
Yeah.
They're
natural.
like, oh, my division's
and
here.
dude, again, you can't sit here
Millions
and
of
complain about how you want bodybuilding and the sport to grow and how you want it to grow as a culture, and then they come up with an idea to give more cash prizes and to get more eyes on it and to get more awareness and possibly get more sponsors. And then they come up with an idea, and then everyone's ego just goes, well, that's fucking good.
Yeah.
That's what pretty much everyone said.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, well, that's fucking dumb. It's like, well, they're coming up with something.
Yeah.
Like, you can't sit here and complain about the sport not
It's
growing,
tough.
and then
It's
because
so
I get it,
hard,
right?
yeah.
Because bodybuilding, in my
I just
eyes,
don't-
when I think of that word, I think of the word extreme.
I just feel
I
like they
think
can
that's what
grow
it
it
is.
in different ways.
Where I think I'm at with it is that you just don't have an IFBB Pro version of it.
Yeah.
It's NPC. They can just keep competing in the NPC.
Yeah.
It's fun. You get to
yeah,
prep.
I agree.
When
But-
you're ready, you step up and you go to the IFBB. I think
And who knows? You might get lucky and get
It's
a
just-
smaller show and win.
But it might
Like,
bring a ton of cash, too, though, and it might
It
help
probably
the sport
will.
a ton.
Yeah,
It's
for
probably
sure.
going
This
to.
is what I think needs to happen, though, if they're trying to help the sport and increase prize. Let's just on the context of increasing prize money for the women. You saw in 2024, sponsors took it way more seriously to sponsor shows. Yo, I'm going to spread this massive chunk of money. You guys, NPC, IFBB, spread that out how you will to each of the pro shows. Do it that way, okay? Yo, I don't think it's going to increase the prize money for women by introducing more women Now you have another division that is less of an entry to barrier to entry. So like, where are you going to award them? You know what I'm saying? If the women are already not getting awarded enough in terms of money, in terms of these pro shows, then what? Now you're going to add another division. Now you have to split all that money up. That's going to these other women bodybuilders, to bring it down to a smaller, less competitive division. Yeah. So it's like, I think the women's side of bodybuilding, if you want to increase your revenue, bring more people to your shows to watch.
How do you do that?
But who's going to watch Fit Model? Ain't nobody.
But I'm
bring
just
more
saying,
people.
how do you get them?
Exactly. So that's going to have to deal with marketing. But like, bring more people.
Gonna get so popular.
Yeah.
To watch.
We'll have to see. We'll have to.
I think girls will be more supportive of Fit Model because
I don't think so.
they're not freaks. Like, I can maybe do that one day.
But what is it?
Do you think that's going to surpass the amount of income that the prize money can get to?
If you have
from that, or from sponsors taking it more seriously? I think sponsors way more.
Not from sponsorship, but I think entry fee money you could make is crazy with the participant volume you could get out of it.
Right.
But then
think about how many dudes at like a national show are doing like an open division compared to men's physique.
Yeah, but think about it. A lot of the money is made for butts in the seat at the biggest of the big shows.
I mean,
100%. Right. True. But if you're going to try to increase the money to the women's divisions, the amount of people that are coming to the shows and to sit in the seats, okay, there's no control over where that money goes. It doesn't always go to the people that are competing. Sponsors have the power to be like, yo, the money that I give you, if I give you $2 million, this money goes to the winnings of the athletes, because the sponsors are the ones that have control of the leverage of the money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's the right call for the IFBB to expect women, or just how I look at it, I don't think it's the right call of any business to expect like the women to get more prize money just because they're bringing more butts to the seats.
You got to think about it. Like,
I think there needs to be large sums.
That's not what they're thinking
from
they're
sponsors.
I was going to say, because think about it
they
from
don't care about what they're paying them though. They're just thinking about how do you bring more money.
But I'm making the argument from the girls saying, "Oh, the women's divisions need to get paid more." That's where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. But what does that have to do?
He's talking about the women that are doing this new division. Like, how are they supposed to like benefit from it? Right?
In a sense, not where I was going with it, but
where are you trying to go with it again?
That's kind of where
I think we're starting to break into too many arguments here, or too many.
We have conflicting conversations.
Yes, I think that's where we're starting to fall.
I was just trying to figure it out.
I was just going to say that, like, I think you got to think about who actually attends those shows.
Right.
A lot of the times, it's family members, it's friends, it's relatives of said participants. Right.
Yeah.
That's who's in the crowd.
Oh, for sure.
When you open up a new division that now is going to bring in like 50 to possibly 100 plus people, you got to think about now 50 to 100 girls, families, friends, family members. They're the ones that are buying the entry fees, the night shows, the expensive ass tickets.
Yeah,
that's who's showing up.
No, I'm on yours.
Let's say some crazy like influencer shows up and like they have a massive fan base.
Yeah, that's great. That's helpful.
Like, does that puts more money into it?
Yeah, for sure. Or I mean, it's gonna
that's
bring
why they
eyes.
have guest posing. That's why they do.
That's why they bring. Yeah, that's why they bring the crazy guest posers.
See if they can get some people to come hang
out.
out.
You bring Hunter Labrada to a shredded cheddar. That's what's gonna get people.
Every time, fucking Ronnie Coleman. My dad was like, Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah,
he doesn't give a shit about bodybuilding, but he loves Ronnie Coleman because that was his age. Like watching him on like SNL or not SNL, the late night comedy show.
He did that pose down,
stuff like that. My dad's like, "All right,
dude, that makes sense."
My dad was hyped coming to the show to see Ronnie in person.
You met him?
He didn't meet him, but he just did one of those dad things.
He looked at him.
That makes so much sense.
That's him, huh?
That makes so much sense because like promoters, I had a conversation. After, not to guest pose at the Winter Classic, but I had a conversation with the promoter after the Winter Classic about, hey, if you're in good shape around this time of year, now that like you're not men's physique and you're pro, you're gonna go for open, you can guest pose at one of our shows. And in my mind, and I didn't like answer it because in my mind I'm thinking, bro, nobody's gonna stay for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a top tier pro. I'm not even a top tier open guy. I haven't even competed in open. Who the fuck's gonna want to watch that? You know what I'm saying?
I would. You come out to like this like Interstellar song, look out to the crowd. There's four people.
It's just us.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on,
bro, that's what I'm saying.
It's a back double spike down thing.
Like I get it.
You
like,
got
I
this.
think it's cool. Maybe some promoters when they get local guys to come guest pose, that's freaking awesome for that local person.
Yeah.
But like to keep butts in the seats, bro. When I was at Winter Classic, the entire place is packed to watch Jarek and Mike Sommerfeld.
Yeah,
the
right.
entire place.
Right. I would literally pay, because I haven't gone to a show in forever, but I would pay to go to a show if Mike Sommerfeld was
That's
Chris
what I'm saying.
Or Chris Bumstead, if he
Right.
shows up for guest posing, bro.
They're gonna see Nick Justice on a poster. Ain't
yeah.
nobody gonna show up to
Suck.
watch me guest pose. Fuck no.
I think a lot of people would show up.
Hell no.
I think a lot of people.
Yeah,
would.
just the song.
yeah.
4 people.
Just your protege behind you.
in the same
The
outfit.
same outfit.
Hoodie up, jersey
Just
on.
like
no.
shit stained
Freshly-
underwear. Just
freshly
hitting the front
blonde.
fucking
Oh,
pole.
fuck.
God damn.
Who's that? Well,
But he stinks.
so we had some questions from the Q&A.
Yeah.
We covered the Fit Model division for a little bit and the male division, Planet Fitness. So this one is towards anybody, but I'm going to open this up. Somebody asked, should I lower the dose of MPP or test if I'm experiencing anxiety and mental sides?
Yes.
MVP.
What the fuck do you mean?
Maybe even pull it out.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
like,
MPP
don't lower
or
it. Just
test.
get rid of it.
Yeah, lower the MPP.
lower-
you know
yeah,
it's gonna do your fucking research or ask your
test is
coach
best.
what it's supposed to do. Jesus.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
I
don't
mean,
ask Instagram.
Don't ask.
Hey, yo.
I wanted
Ask
to.
me anything.
I wanted to rip this one apart
Yeah.
when I wanted to answer it on my story, but I'm like, all right, I'm gonna save it. Let's just do it. Let's do a calm route. Yeah, 100%.
No, yeah, we
If
ripped
you
it.
notice something, you put something in negative side effects, bro.
Then you don't like it, pull it out.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all about like what you're willing to endure.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
feeling
Like
great.
if you're willing to like push through that, like
bad.
For example, Devo and his experience with MPP, he gets strong on it, but he doesn't always feel the best on it.
Hate it. Hate
Exactly.
It, I feel. Yeah.
So it's like, why am I going to use that? And we
I
tried
had
something
crazy
else's past
anxiety
cycle.
towards the end of
and
my cycle
some-
too.
Hated it way more. I
It's
was like, let's go back to MPP. Trend sucked. I hated it.
Yep.
I didn't sleep ever.
But it's like knowing Devo and like there's one of those things
night
where it's like
sweats, too.
we deploy that and that's not normal for me to deploy with somebody in an off season. But knowing Devo and like blood work doesn't have bad blood work for by all means. But looking at trends, the last thing I want to do is I didn't want to put something renal toxic in like
Right.
EQ for you individually.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like
draw.
oh god, dude. Anyway, but it's like we tried something
Super.
looked fucking nasty when you're in the gym. Not so much outside of the gym.
Right.
So we're like, okay, let's just go back.
I could tell your irritation was up immediately.
Bro,
I loved it. I loved it so much.
Immediately,
I was
could tell
looking
you
back,
were
though.
more annoyed.
I don't take naps ever, but during that time period, I was taking like at least one nap a day. I couldn't go a day without
Horrible
at least-
for your cardio.
because I was sleeping like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I would couldn't fall asleep. I would fall asleep. I would get up. I would go pee. I would be wide awake every
Yeah.
night, and then I
Yeah.
would take so many naps throughout
That's why I
the
don't
day.
understand trend
And I was like,
protocols
oh my
in the
god,
off-season.
fuck this.
I'll
I
never
remember at the end,
understand
I was
that.
like, fuck that. That
Yeah.
sucked.
No point in taking.
I
that
get
day off.
shredded on it, but and strong as shit.
Save
I
it
hit
for
405
prep.
on that.
Yeah,
Do this
your
right.
numbers did shoot up
Spiked.
immediately. I remember that.
I think it's so funny, bro. People automatically think about longevity and that like it doesn't matter.
Right.
People want to last long in the sport, but then
They'll take Trent all year round.
they do that or do something
Fuck.
or just continue blasting.
How do you
never give their
handle
body a
that?
break? And it's like
1,000 test, 1,000 trend.
Yeah.
Think about that. Who had said that was his favorite song?
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Who had said I'm
Probably
gonna be
got-
honest? It
That's
was my
hilarious.
favorite cycle. Like, holy cow.
He probably felt like a Greek god.
You probably got. I mean,
I couldn't imagine the Trent cough.
I couldn't imagine the
bro,
side
I've had
effects.
I've had more like trend cough than injecting other things than trend.
You'd literally
Really?
blow up into like a cow.
It's like it's about the
You
injection.
just see me
Yeah.
at 6
But also I've heard it's like the heavy metals in trend too.
My nipples are
That's why it's all yellow.
Could be, yeah.
a golf ball size guy, just soft
massive gyno.
Nipples are just shitting
Just
out
fucking
milk.
Bro, but it's like,
squirting
do you
out.
want to know what's wild? You can almost with us four, with what we know, not in terms of like knowledge, but just like what we know, what we see, what we observe. We can automatically like go to a gym, and just by like observing somebody, how they act, what the way their complexion is, and the way their body has or has not changed, we can tell what the fuck they're on for a long period of time.
Yeah.
I have
You know
a
what I'm
hard
saying?
time.
Or you could be a bum.
I have a time with.
Or you could be a bum.
gauging
Just
that.
be a
100%.
bum.
Bro, the amount of people that
There's
we
a lot
know
of people that take you
do
that look
not
like shit.
deserve to be on PEDs that are on PEDs
No.
is fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Not at all.
Bro, it's
Agreed.
nuts.
Agreed.
More than not half the time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'd say like 85% of guys I've
You know
met at a
what's-
bodybuilding
Bro,
gym.
I
have
see
taken
more
something.
guys that have wild natural genetics that will not get on gear than guys that look like absolute dog shit, terrible genetics that get on so much gear, and then they're the ones telling all these other people, "Oh yeah, get on gear." Like, look at what it did to me, bro. You still look like shit.
I never knew it was in the populace until you guys. It's crazy. I was such a naive little boy. I was walking around gyms like, look at all these guys.
Everyone's so healthy here.
Natural as shit.
The most unhealthy
So
environment
natural
that
over
exists.
And you guys ruined me. You showed me. you guys gave me the red pill and I woke up.
Yeah, that you did,
one
my
day was
friend.
like, gave you
You
the
did.
truth.
Lance was like the Matrix guy.
Yeah, he was.
Take the blue pill, stay the same, live your boring
Be a
life.
bitch.
Or take the red pill and open your eyes.
Well, it's kind of like if you
See where the
you,
rabbit hole takes
Yeah,
you.
you don't have that genetic advantage. I hate to break it to you, brother.
I know.
Coming.
It's just more.
It's coming. If you want to go pro, good luck.
There's ways you can take this stuff nowadays. There's so much studying and so much like education behind it where it's
I
just
mean, none of
like-
it's good for us.
No, I'm not saying it's good
None
for
of
you,
it.
but
Test cures all shit.
there are ways. That's the thing you have to be okay with, though. You have to be okay with like, all right, am I willing to like put my health at risk here?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think it shows more dedication than a
Okay,
natural person.
I
100%.
am.
You
How
have
am
to
I
be.
willing to like?
Yeah.
How am I going about taking this? I got to figure out the safest way possible to do it.
I'll take it to my grave that if you take sauce, you're more dedicated than a natural dude.
Oh yeah.
Or
you have to be.
Yeah,
You should
yeah, yeah.
be.
You're putting a
If you're
fucking
not-
needle in
But
your
some people
body.
aren't. Yeah, some
yeah.
people are like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this and keep doing my bad habits."
That's why it has such a bad
Yes.
view half the time. I feel like is because of all the bad people, the people that did it the wrong way and didn't take it so as serious it needs to be taken.
I got one, Zach. With that, what you said, building off what you said, about taking things the right way.
Yeah.
Let's say like you know that there's going to be a time where you need to get on PEDs and you're unaware what you should do. Instead of like jumping and doing it the wrong way, too much shit. Like, Zach, what are ways that you would tell somebody, hey, like, let's say you're an individual that doesn't want to go right to testosterone and you want to do other enhancements besides testosterone, not including SARMs. Like, how would you approach that with a client? Like, what, what's something you would do if they don't want to take testosterone, but that's still in a PED realm?
I would just slowly introduce things that don't change your body's physiology. So like injectable L-carnitine, maybe doing some like maybe metformin if you're open to that. Like if carbs are getting super high and we got to worry about like inflammation being brought up, maybe doing that. There's ways you can go about it. Like we know like Amino Asylum, Strat Labs, all of these
Sero.
any of those.
I want to shout out my sponsors, Lilly Pharmaceuticals, for this podcast.
Lilly
I'm
Pharmaceuticals.
kidding. It was fun.
But yeah, no, there are other ways that you can like try, doing things quote unquote enhanced. Like there are like injectable things out there that you can try doing that won't fuck up your body's like hormones or
You didn't
health
mention
in any way.
Growth hormone.
Growth hormone too, yeah.
What would you pair with that?
IGF.
IGF.
I want give me that Increlex, baby.
I gotta try that.
I haven't tried it yet.
I
How
want
is
to.
it?
I tried sourcing it, but it's so fucking hard.
I'm like, all right, we should probably not.
Hypothetically, bro, do you want to know what I was told? Want to know what I was told? I was told by a source because he gets so many parents that use it for their kids, like kids with growth hormone deficiencies. Increlex is the legit straight IGF-1, okay?
Yeah.
Not fragments of IGF-1, which is like Destin IGF-LR3. But like, he told me, he's like, bro, if you're going to like buy Increlex, you're going to be paying double than what some of these parents pay just to let you in, just to like purchase it.
Oh,
Because
my God.
the market for parents purchasing it for their kids with that they can't afford like their doctor to
Yeah.
prescribe it.
Yeah,
They
it's
get it
crazy.
underground. And I'm like, dude, I have to pay 2-3 times X just to be like
Competitive with them.
competitive with their prices.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest, I kind of
damn.
mass ordered some BPC because I've been hearing more and more that they're like talking about making that like an illegal like
Oh, dude.
source substance.
No
Yeah.
Why do you think I ordered like,
Yeah, because it works
$4
so
grand.
fucking well, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
They're
I
talking
I
about it on
spent
the
a
Rogan
couple
podcast.
$100 like a few weeks
Oh,
ago, and I like
no.
loaded up
TB
on
500
Amiibo.
too?
I just got the BPC.
I
But
gotta-
like,
Today
I
feel
will
for
say
me.
this: like, when I do consistently take the BPC injections in the morning, my gut is like so quickly noticeably better,
bro, and that's the
it's
thing.
insane. It really is insane.
Do you ever grow a tolerance to that at all? No.
I
think
haven't.
so.
No.
I've done a full
It's
fucking.
not like tests where you.
No,
kinda, like,
it's
gotta
literally
increase it
just
at some
it's
point.
You
just,
take it year round? Right?
you can.
I've never had any issues.
I don't think
I would only take
I
it
would
if
just get
there's
so
like
afraid.
issues that are
That's
like.
what I'm saying.
And there people source it orally now. Like you're seeing
Yeah.
more and more of that come
Is
out.
it
So I
working
mean,
decent or?
yeah.
it's way more so. So it's still going
didn't
to be
notice much.
systemic.
Kurt Havens
But-
and them talked about it.
Yeah.
They said it works pretty efficiently
Yes.
in like what
I
they've
did
seen
not-
so far.
I did
But
not notice.
it's much more like
I-
going to be focused on healing your gut flora,
Yeah.
and gut lining.
Yep.
But it'll
it's
still
going
be in your
through your
bloodstream.
digestive.
Oh, Devo's
going
got a
through
fucked
you.
up elbow. It'll still find its way there. We're not working nearly as effective as localized, but it's like it's a horse apiece, bro.
If I have
this
an
shit's so
option
anecdotal.
to inject something, I'm just gonna prefer the injection.
Same
I,
here.
I wasn't a huge fan of the nasal. I didn't feel any different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of an odd way to go about it.
I mean, it hits your bloodstream super quick.
They said
Yeah.
it was supposed to hit it pretty
Yeah.
quick, but I just didn't feel like it did. Maybe the dosing wasn't correct on it. I don't know.
I noticed when I did nasal was like I just felt joint lubrication benefits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I tried to like notice anything feeling different.
My appetite was the most noticeable thing. When I'm doing it consistently, I'm usually a lot more hungry.
What so we kind of went off on there about
Oh, yeah,
peptides,
yeah,
but
it's
I wanted to
a
ask Zach. You started talking about growth hormone. What would you pair with that for somebody that still doesn't want to do anabolics, but still wants to
I
step
did.
it up?
I don't want to like.
I feel like that's so client individual. Yeah.
Yeah. It could
Depends
be.
on what they
It's
need.
very, very individual.
I'm not
based
saying
off
how
of,
you would
like-
do it, but what's something that is beneficial? Like share your knowledge of something that you have seen work with others.
So like you could do anything between growth. Growth has the potential to increase inflammation, joint stress, and the way to go about it is bringing that down, right? So like metformin, Novolin, all of those things have the potential to bring that down, and you're able
Novolin?
to perform so much better.
Is insulin for those listening?
Correct. Yeah. But yeah, no, but like even that though, like that still has like that heavy side effect realm of like, all right, if I take this, is it going to do this to me, right? But it can, but you also have to like use it correctly. So
Yes.
it's like, all right, if you're using this right, there should be like only benefit and zero like
Yes.
worry.
That's what I was gonna
worrisome or
say.
like or worry or like negative like side effects.
I think all of us can agree that insulin and growth hormone are some of the most misunderstood things that you can leverage in a safe manner. It becomes unsafe when people only believe the horror stories online.
Use a coach.
And yes, exactly. So it's like if things are done completely safe when you are supervised and you're not fucking up on your end too.
Right.
100%.
Get a coach.
It's an investment too, so you also have to like be aware of like, yo, like this is an investment. Like, am I gonna go like this route? All right, like I should have like some money in my back pocket to like afford
Non-negotiable
of
if you
it
want to go
too.
pro.
PEDs, yeah, for
guys-
sure.
I'm chewing in the mic.
Yeah, stop chewing in the mic.
Oh, am I chewing the mic?
A lot.
Sorry.
But exactly, good answers. Lance, pros and cons of self-coaching if you don't have a solid paying job.
What are the pros and cons? If
Wait, what was the question again? Sorry.
Yeah.
Pros and cons of self-coaching if you don't have a solid paying job.
Oh, okay.
I mean, pros, you're saving money because you're not paying a coach. Negative, you're probably not going to do as well because you're doing it yourself and not having someone guide you.
So, yeah, 100%. What would you not be doing as well if you're
I
self-coaching?
know a lot of people that don't have coaches that still do pretty well in terms
mean,
of
you
just
can
like
if
their
you-
own thing, not
if-
like competing.
If you have the accountability factor, then it's
Yeah.
not an issue. If you
Yeah.
don't, which most people don't, then it's an issue.
A lot of
It's-
people get a coach just from like having an accountability.
It's like the main reason to get
yeah.
one.
It's the only thing.
It's the main reason.
I
I
wouldn't say
think
it's the only thing.
It's pretty much the only thing.
Just by getting a coach, it's the only thing. Is
No.
keeping them accountable.
Accountability.
You gotta
That's
have.
the main thing.
You gotta also like.
I
What if
think
they don't
two
know what they're
people
doing?
Don't know shit.
Yeah, like what if they don't know what they're doing?
It's
either?
client
Yeah,
dependent.
but you're
It's
also
client
holding them
dependent.
accountable.
It's client dependent.
There's a lot of factors.
Yeah,
So it's like,
I agree.
okay, so Zach, you may be taking this as Devo. He's saying one of the biggest variables of why people do have a coach is because it's not because they don't know anything, but it's because I know Devo's saying it's because they know that when they are held accountable, so from somebody that's much smarter than them that makes logical decisions, they are a better person. Are you you were taking it in a way as like that's the only thing they had to offer?
Why'd you hire Nick?
Accountability?
And anything else?
No.
That's it. Not his
Really,
coaching style. Not his way he carries himself.
Accountability.
Not at all.
Accountability.
We
But
should
there's
put a poll
also
up.
there's
We should put a poll
also
up.
there's also things though
Put a poll
that
up.
you've learned that you did not learn before with
Yeah.
drugs.
I think that comes from it.
Right.
I didn't hire you for that.
Sure.
You didn't hire him
wouldn't-
for the drug part?
No.
See, that's different. So I no, like I can agree with you, but like
Hypothetically,
for my own experience, when I hired Cam, and this is for exact what you said. I think you said client dependent.
It's always client dependent.
I didn't know shit about contest prep.
Right.
100%.
for me, I hired Cam because of his background
Yeah.
and how like successful he was with his clients.
Yeah.
Obviously,
That
like that. I know the accountability is going to come with it because like being a coach, like that's kind of a given. But like I also want to make sure that the coach like can get me to like
hiring
A
a
to
coach,
B.
though.
Huh?
You're talking about coach hiring like a mentor. That's different from just like.
I'm talking about me being a client.
Yeah, but you said because he had a background and knowledge that you could learn from.
No.
Oh yeah,
That's
good
coming
point.
from a coach's
Oh,
perspective.
okay,
that's not
not
coming
okay.
from a client.
Forget that part. Forget that part. 'Cause
No, I just think I know what you're trying to say.
I think
I
I'm
get
more
what
of a
you're
coach.
saying.
Yeah, I think of myself more of a coach.
I know
than
what you're trying to
client sometimes.
As you
But,
should, which is
yeah.
why you need to hire someone with knowledge. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
right.
most people, I think the general public are just looking for someone to be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
do this."
Yeah,
Week in,
yeah,
week
yeah.
out.
Correct.
Well,
that's why a lot of people come to me at work because it's like they just want to like like
Right.
like I would say like maybe 85% of the people that I've signed up have only said the accountability part.
Right.
15% of that is like they have no idea what the fuck. They're doing.
Yeah, no, for
A
sure.
lot of them don't know what the fuck they're doing.
In terms of the
So like, don't worry,
bodybuilding,
I got you.
in terms of the
learning com-
bodybuilding context, I think when it comes to the going back to the question, like if you're that's something that we were kind of missing here that I just thought of from what Devo said was like the fact that if you're self-coaching, you're now dealing with the fight of making emotional and logical decisions.
Yeah.
When your coach is going to make a logical decision outside of your bias.
In a time when your emotions are completely
Erratic.
erratic.
Exactly.
In
Yeah.
a prep.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
Right,
Is
right,
when
right.
That
happens.
can win or lose you
Right.
anything.
It's a very dumb decision.
If you're able to
Yeah.
like handle that like
Good luck, unless you're.
mental thing, emotion, like all that, go ahead, try it. But I think you're going to get a lot more out of investing in someone that
fucking-
can help you.
You're,
Right.
If you're not John Jewett, don't fucking do
Bro, time and time again. Just a quick side story. There's
I've
this
never
one
seen
guy.
anyone do it at a high level.
There's this one
Even
guy
James.
that I coach.
James is not a self-coach?
He was.
Yeah.
James was
Yeah.
self-coached. Yeah, I remember him doing that by himself.
Good
He
for
won
him.
a show, didn't he?
Good for
Yeah.
him.
He got to the
Yeah.
Olympia.
Yeah, but look at but then again, like look at the level
He's
of people we're talking
experienced.
about.
Yeah.
John Jewett
He
and
had a
fucking
coach for
James
most of his
Hollington,
career,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I still think most amateurs, if you know you've got
You need a
potential,
coach.
should hire somebody
Amateurs
to guide
shouldn't
them.
even fuck around with it.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Why waste? You're wasting time.
Bro, it's like this one guy that I coach now. I met him 2 years ago at NPC or Ben Weeder Naturals, where you can get a pro card, an IFBB pro card naturally.
That's crazy.
And this guy, I'm talking to him, and it was just because I was talking to him because he was friends with my client that was there. And the dude on show day was eating Chipotle.
Sick.
Okay, but the dude's genetics are fucking nuts.
Or like burgers and shakes.
He's self-coached,
Yeah.
and like this guy's genetics are nuts. Was he peaked well? Absolutely not. Like, did he get him absolutely himself shredded for that show? Fuck yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But it's like every year since then, or no, since the year after that, he competed even a couple more times, missing the mark, because he's doing what got him from point A to point B, not what's going to get him from point B to C onward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I see a lot more guys that have potential, natural or enhanced, that kind of use it as them being self-coached as something to, hold their ego to. It's like, oh, I got here by myself. I can do it all the way to the end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they hit a wall very quickly.
Yeah.
And they already have their own accountability to getting them to that spot, but they don't have their own accountability to be like, okay, I need to hold myself accountable by actually, if I know I have this potential, by taking that next big investment. Something that you've been huge on in 2024 was investments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you look where you're at now. And
Yeah.
you preach that in business side of things and the coaching side of things.
It's crazy to me too. I just like one final touch, not to go on it too much more.
Yeah,
but it's
I agree.
It's crazy how people will be like, "Oh, I don't have the money for a coach," but then
Get a better fucking job.
you've got money for gear and you've got money for all
Or
these
just
things
cut out
and stuff.
expenses
Yeah, nice
that you
car.
Plus,
paying for
on
it.
top of that, you got to think about it. Like, how valuable? This is where I get pissed. How valuable is your time? How valuable is your time? Because
Yeah.
people look at it as like, oh, I don't have the extra $150 a month. That's what you value a couple years progression at?
Yeah.
$150 a month.
Or your longevity.
You post on Instagram every single day on your fucking story about how important this sport is to you,
Yeah.
but you won't fathom up an extra $100 to $150 a
Yeah.
month
Right.
to save yourself years and years and years worth of progress.
Yep.
It's like
Frustration.
like in your head, like in the moment, I get it. You're looking at finances, you're looking at all that, but it's like, okay, number one, if you're even remotely going to dive into the competitive game, it's not fucking cheap. So don't even talk about it if you don't have the money. You're wasting everyone's fucking time, including yourselves. But it's like, if you are going to dive into it and you do understand the cost of everything that's going into the sport, now $100 to $150 a month is where you draw the line. Not the $100 of blood work, not the supplements, not the gym membership that's a couple $100 a month, not the hundreds of dollars of clothing, not the thousands and thousands. We all would have way more money in our bank accounts right now, a disgusting amount, if none of us ever touched foot in this sport. But think about
I have so much money.
That's my point. So it's like, you think about that, but it's like, how valuable is your time now?
It's worth it.
Yes.
How valuable is your time? Because now the big craving in the sport is get in and get out, right? Get your card, get your whatever that you want to get out of it and get out, right?
Well,
so now it's about getting in and getting out and doing it healthy.
Yep.
Okay, but now that 150, 200 is where you draw the line to save years and years and years. And it's like, think about from longevity terms of doing it from like a smarter standpoint from like the enhanced realm.
Yep.
CBOM was the blueprint.
It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, so I don't want to keep going in on it, but it's like, goddamn.
We do need to keep going
I think
in
so.
on it.
It's so
Lance, you brought up a great point because Devo just turned 30 years old. Now I want to ask Devo a question because Lance, you were like, to these people that could be thinking the way that like you just represented, okay, and what you just expressed, Devo, when you're like when you hired me, or let me just ask you this way: are you more of a person that when you're held accountable in other areas, but also financially accountable? You're on your shit more because you're not wasting your money and your time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're 30 years old. And you like even before you turn 30 years old, after your first show, you're like, yo, I only have this window. I don't know when that window is going to be, how long it's going to last, but I know it's a window. I know that I need somebody else's accountability.
It's a limited
in
time.
Everything bodybuilding, but also I need financial accountability to make sure that I am my timeline is in a good frame, like a good ticking time bomb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, are you that type of person where the financial accountability is big for you too?
No, I don't think so. Financial
He's
accountability.
different like that.
Okay. But I know some people are. That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
No, the financial had no ties. It was the timeline. It's like the timeline that Lance was talking about is like, I want to get in and out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be 45 and still trying to pulse show, and I know that I want to be healthy.
Yeah.
Like Aaron and I are getting married. I want to have we talked about it, like jiu-jitsu, basketball. Like
we want to get into different
I want to do
ventures.
some other stuff in health, but because I've done marathon running,
Yep.
I've done rucking, I've done competitive rucking,
I think rucking's cool.
I've done powerlifting. I've done a lot of things in fitness. I ran into bodybuilding, was like, okay, this one's a big one.
Yeah.
And I want to do it.
Requires everything.
And I want to do it well
Yeah.
and at a high level.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to probably move on. Like
Yes.
I want to do other stuff too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, what is the thing that's going to get me to my goal in the best timeline using time efficiently? So that means we had to get into the gear. We had,
And you had to make an investment. Gear was one of them.
Right.
Was investing your
coach
dedication.
You got to dive in, and then that's the only way to do it.
I think that's the way to
All
do
of
it
it's
is how you
expensive.
look at it because like people need to develop that mindset over time
so much
because I think people sometimes spend I think some people, you not being one of them, do financial accountability does help them. You know what I'm saying? But I think some people think that financial accountability is the only accountability that's going to keep them on track, and I think they're dead fucking wrong because I think people need to think about more so in terms of your aspect, your argument of the time frame.
I mean, when he was like, you want to go into he's like, I want to do a little experiment with you. Like, would you do some he's like, you grow well. Would you do the bodybuilding thing? And I was like, sure. And then
I remember when Lance sent me your first photos ever.
yeah,
Sure.
and I was like, I mean, let's see where we can get. And I mean, we were just doing
We never
it.
talked about a show. We
didn't-
literally
Yeah.
were like,
Yeah.
let's just see because he wanted a fire back. He said,
we
he's like,
weren't-
I need a spark.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to compete in something. I
Yeah.
needed to compete again because powerlifting I didn't want to do it anymore, and it was killing me. So I was like, I need something new. But he was like, I think we could do this, and I want to do it on I'll bring you on as my first online coaching competitor.
Nice.
And he was like, I don't want any money. And for a whole year, I didn't cheat. I didn't step off plan. I didn't fucking do anything. And
You were held fucking accountable,
I started
bro.
tossing him money, but I was like, just because I felt bad, I was like,
Yeah.
you're taking time to do my shit. But I never needed that to hold. I didn't miss beat.
Plus, it
No,
was
you're a
fun.
great
It was fun
example
when we
of
got
it.
to
Yeah.
train
When
together
someone-
too during it and everything.
Right.
It was a blast.
When someone told me, because I'm getting all those memories, but someone told me one time, they're like, "Oh, you haven't cheated?" I was like, "You can do that?"
Bro, I've got clients in my group chat. They'll be like, "Wait, Nick allows you 1 free meal per week?"
I know. I for a whole year, I didn't even know that was allowed. So I was just like, "What? That's a thing?"
Yeah, it's
and then I asked
hilarious.
him, and I was like, "I can have that," and he was like, "If you want."
Yeah.
I was like,
He did like 24 straight weeks of just like on the dot, everything, nothing was changed. And I remember one time he was like, "Yo, me and Aaron were talking about getting sushi. Like, you think I could fit that in?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro. Like, I'm
Bro,
like,
yeah.
like,
You
have
haven't
to-
been doing
I
that?
was like,
Sometimes
he
feel
was
bad.
like 3 to 5 rolls. How many can I have? And I was like, light it up, bro. Enjoy
Yeah.
the night. Because I'm like, homeboy's done
remember Aaron-
24 straight weeks
Yeah.
without a peep.
Yeah.
Not a word. I'm like,
why-
enjoy
it's like
it.
You want to know what that is though? Devo, bro,
my
I love
God,
this
dude.
because Devo,
yeah, bro.
even though at that time period before that he was tossing you money,
24
you were
weeks.
doing it for free and helping him. You're like, yo, I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, he's my
okay.
guy.
And you were also collecting data. You were learning to become a better coach as well too. But Devo knew that even though he wasn't paying for it, out of his own self-respect for you, he was like, yo, this guy's giving me his time free of charge. I'm gonna make sure that I'm fucking doing what he says. Why would I not have the respect for him and waste his time?
okay, so that's a great point because not many people view time as money. I view time
100%.
so
As
critically.
100%.
That's something
Isn't
I've
that
really
the quote?
preached.
Time is money.
Yeah, but a lot of people say that, but don't practice it. And that's something I've really preached to him for so long. Is like
I used to do a
our
lot of
time
shit
is
pro
so
bono.
valuable.
Yeah.
And so like when he would give me his time, that's the thing I said to Aaron. Like when I was 24 weeks in and just like still on the dot, I was like, he wants to experiment with me for his business.
Yeah.
So if I'm over here just staying fat and not changing and not
reflect
as his
it.
first bodybuilding client, and I'm not doing shit, then then people are never going to go to his business.
Yes.
And then his whole experiment doing it for free
Is just
cost
washed.
him time and money.
Because you
And so
are a reflection of your coach.
right.
And
Oh,
your
yeah,
coach
yeah,
is
yeah.
a reflection of you.
And to be honest,
Exactly
dude,
what
like,
you said.
watching your transformation at the pace you did it, you
We
were the
zoomed.
Yeah.
first. He was the first ever client that I realistically had just like dialed in, no mistakes, no issues. So it's such a confidence boost to like a young coach that's like, because you're so used to people who just don't have transformation, so it almost kind of gets like, gets demoralizing.
I remember that one, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You went from that to abs in 6 weeks.
You look like a little
I
chipmunk
still
there.
have his transformation.
I
on my
was
Instagram
actually-
Get
page.
your little pouch.
And sometimes I
Your
like feel
pooch
bad
there.
about
How's
that.
that?
Yeah. Well, I used to be peeled, and then I didn't know how to bulk.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
You just lit it up, huh?
So I just was like, everything I watch and read is like eat this amount of food and just keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
And so I just kept doing it, and then I was getting strong.
At least
like,
you're
I
putting
was
on
getting-
some muscle during that.
I was
time.
getting so I had good muscle development
Yeah.
under there. I just
Yeah.
got fat.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't lose it.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
but I was doing it wrong. I cut all carbs and
Yeah,
then
I've
upped
done
my
that.
cardio to like an hour of cardio a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like the first 5 to 6 weeks.
Typical.
Dude, I remember that, bro.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That was a while back. That was the first 5 to 6 weeks.
yeah,
you
we
did.
it
You
just
went
fell
from
off.
like
Yeah.
belly fat to like an oblique line, and your face trimmed up fucking quick.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Quick.
Dude, that's so cool, though. Man, things have
And that was the
gone
beginning.
a long way.
That was the beginning. Then we all like
A lot of
slowly came
progression,
together.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all got huge. We don't look at like the picture of him at the show. You're like in a t-shirt next to me on my fridge is so you look like a
Yeah, you look like a little
I
child.
need,
Little boy.
I need to send you guys.
Why
a
were
photo
people saying I was
have
big
of
back
him.
then, too? What the fuck?
know.
I have a photo of Nick in a Yukon basketball jersey, hammered in a bathroom mirror like 3
Yeah,
years ago,
find it,
and he's
find
like,
it.
"Miss you, brother," and I like have it, dude. You shit on you ate him 3 times over in like 3.5.
Bro,
4
that's
years.
my fucking...
It's your final year in college.
If you
man.
put a
You're
side by
fucking-
side of that,
it's
that will
crazy.
go viral.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
will go viral. That will get 1 million.
That'd be
views, I
cool.
bet. Do it.
Lance, please find that.
Yeah.
just looking at the picture though for my show, like you two looked so small back then. Like,
Dude, we were
and I thought you
tiny.
guys were huge. I
Yeah.
thought you were huge
Yeah.
too. I was
We
like,
were all huge in that time, and then
Bro,
we
I remember...
evolved.
Yeah.
it's
I
crazy.
thought I was jacked in college.
Let me see.
That's a great
Let me
back still.
see.
You still have great.
Yeah, that's a...
You still
Bro,
have
Lance
great-
has awesome back
That's
genetics.
better than the
Back
average
genetics
college
are
goer.
retarded.
Yeah.
That's
I
better than
look
the
at that
average.
and I'm like,
Your back, your lats make that look.
Weren't you on
small
trend back
now.
then?
no. You want to see my trend photo?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Oh yeah.
His
So
remember
this,
seeing
transformation
it.
was
this
crazy.
was 3 weeks, gentlemen, at
Let's see.
100 milligrams a week. So photo one.
Yep.
Photo one. Photo
Yep,
one.
yep. I remember this.
Wild.
Let me see.
We do not. Okay. You should send
Your
these to
back
Luke.
would destroy people.
Send these to Luke so he can put them up there. But guys, we
you
do
gotta
not promote trend.
No, we don't promote
not
trend. But
doing
like,
Oh,
that.
dude, look at
that's-
this.
Fuck you,
That's
bro.
also one Monster a day, one bagel, one sausage, and like
And
Adderall.
40 milligrams of Adderall.
There's maybe
Yeah, it's
100
crazy.
grams
Yeah.
of protein in that
If you
diet.
ever fucking
Wild.
took it serious
What's
and
wrong
let that
with you?
anxiety run away,
Bro.
you're like, I have no genetics for this sport. And then
Yeah,
it's-
what the
Seriously,
fuck is
bro.
that, dude?
That was like maybe 1,200 calories a day with
literally
Adderall.
has like a fucking.
That was you going to fucking the dining hall once in the morning and once at night.
Once
If
and then popping
that.
a Vyvanse,
If
having a
that.
Monster, dude. I do 2 scoops away, isolate, eat some egg whites, go to bed, and be like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
and call it a day.
Bro, some of the shit that we would do in college, like even just talking
I don't
about
know
that,
how I
'cause,
got away with it.
people listening, if you're new, Lance and I went to the same college, and I remember there's times like when Lance knew me when I had my eating disorder, it was fucked. I was fucking shredded, but like bad shredded. Like my dick didn't work. It was so bad. But like I remember this is the shit I would do. I would go and I would donate plasma to make money.
Yep.
Okay. I would have my little tiny ass pre-workout meal, which is like 20 grams of oats, some sugar-free syrup, and a scoop of whey. That was my 20 grams of oats, bro.
That's
It was so retarded.
20
and then I
grams.
would go right from donating plasma to the gym.
That's psychotic.
Bro, what
You just
was I
removed
doing?
All your blood. Oh
Isn't
my
that
God.
dangerous?
Yeah, it was dangerous,
Removed
bro.
All your blood. It pulls your blood out, cycles it through, pulls the plasma out, and like puts it back.
Do you want to know why I would do that though? Because I knew that if I didn't go to the gym after I donate plasma, I would go back, I would get tired, I would sleep for a long period of time because my body's so fucking stressed, and I would not make it to the gym.
Yeah.
And I thought if I did make it to the gym, I wouldn't make progress, and I was making worse progress.
You know what?
I was
donated
shredded.
plasma for like.
God damn it.
I donated plasma for like 2.5 years because
Scares
you
me.
make good money on it.
Yeah.
Like, they
How much
pay-
you make?
I think I was making it's $20. It's $20. It's $20 for the first visit, and then it was up to $50 for every visit after that per month.
Yeah.
And then also there would be specialty months where they would bump it up to like $100 or double if you came every other time. So I would be like, I'm gonna go donate plasma, $50 or $20 off the first time, and then make like another $100 a week off just sitting there for 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah, you just watch. They just let you watch Netflix and you just sit there, and it's like
do that. I hate IVs. I hate.
they'll give you a blanket. They'll be like, but then one time, one girl burst my like vein. She stuck it in and she was shaky and she put it in, and I was like, it doesn't look like it's all the way in, and then it was like coming out like this from the pressure, and I remember I was sitting there and I was like starting to faint.
No,
And then
bro.
It shot out and the blood just started going, and I was like,
Bro, I thought I was big back then, Zach. Look at this.
yeah, let me see that. Sorry. What the fuck? Let me see.
Scared.
Show Devo.
Oh my god.
That was my freshman year.
Look at how small you are.
Like you're tweak.
Why has that always
He's
been
just
inside
smashing
you?
a beer
It
can
didn't
on
matter
his-
if you were skinny or 300 pounds. It's always been inside.
Just
always
smashing
been in
something.
them.
Just bashing that on your forehead.
Bro, that's wild.
All right, well, let's start wrapping it up. We're an hour and 20 in. The Packers are on. Zach
Yeah,
around the
I was
table.
gonna say,
Final thought.
Everyone have a good week. Kill it this week. Remember, take things slow, but have that aggressive action, and go Pack, go.
Go
Beat
Pack,
the
go.
fucking Bears.
Yeah. All right, guys. We said on the pod before this one, but we're pretty optimistic on how people's New Year's resolutions are going to be going. If your New Year's resolution is something to do with your health, fitness, getting in shape, stepping on stage, whatever it is, you guys, it's the first week of 2024. Don't expect it to be absolutely perfect right off the bat. Give yourself time, like Zach said. Be patient, but you better fucking destroy those goals this year.
That's good.
Fill out our coaching inquiry forms.
Yep.
Join the Legion.
Yep. Have a good week. Have a good beginning to the new year. Happy 2025, and let's get after it. Let's
Third
make some
IT
money and get in
Evolution
shape.
collab.
Talk to you later.